Give a second, let everyone come in there. Some really big news coming out of the G20. Some big news. I'm going to screen share this and show you guys what's going on here. So right now, Joe Biden, according to CNN, gets a big win on global taxes at his first G20. So global tax rate, this isn't just CNN, Business Insider. G20 leaders have formally endorsed a 15% global corporate minimum tax. G20 endorsed global corporate minimum tax. What this means with this is going to do what I believe is going to be, it's going to do a few things here. One is it's going to restructure business on these corporations, but not for, the everyday citizens' benefit. No. What I believe is very likely to happen as this transpires is that corporations are going to look at new strategies to invest in their companies and their infrastructure, and they're going to build out a system and a moat to where they shield themselves from tax liability. Right now, many of these big multinational corporations are putting money overseas, and they have really complicated tax structures to ensure that they pay zero or very, very close to zero, like what Amazon has done. What Amazon did in 2018 is in 2018, they paid zero in federal income tax on more than $11 billion in profits. It also received $129 million tax rebate from the government. Amazon's low tax bill mainly stemmed from Republican tax cuts in 2017, carry forward losses from years when the company was not profitable, tax credits for massive investments. And that's what I think is going to be happening now. These multinational corporations are going to take massive investments in their businesses, buying real estate, investing in robotics, investing in artificial intelligence, doing everything that they can do to make their company stronger and more powerful. And they're going to have these losses that they're going to carry forward. And Bezos' company is not the only corporation getting money back from the federal government. For example, GM also reported a net federal income tax benefit in 2018. This also isn't exactly a brand new trend. Companies as diverse as Southwest Airlines and Goldman have also reported similar benefits in certain years since 2008. In a statement with CNBC, Amazon spokesperson said Amazon pays all the taxes we're required to pay in the U.S. in every country where we operate, including $2.6 billion corporate tax and reporting $3.4 billion tax and expense over the last 3 years. The statement also mentioned Amazon investment in job creation in the United States. But what is ultimately going to be happening here is this new situation, this new G20. If this corporate tax happens, this is how Janet Yellen and a lot of these leaders are structuring everything right now. So what they're saying is that it's going to be a 15% minimum tax, and they're awaiting a formal endorsement, which they received. Now what they're saying is, here the G20 leaders representing 80% of the world's GDP, allies and competitors alike, made clear that their support for a strong global minimum tax. The president said in a tweet, "This is more than just a tax deal. It's diplomacy reshaping our global economy and delivering for our people." But it's also giving these big corporations more power, more authority, and more say than ever before. So we're stepping into a whole new situation here where our everyday lives are going to change, and they're going to change in a very, very big way. This whole global multinational tax, we have to really take a good look at to see how this is going. They're saying that the whole structure here is going to be here to help everyone through social spending. That's how they were building this out. They said, White House officials say the new tax rate will create at least $60 billion in new revenue a year in the U.S., a stream of cash that will help partially pay for the nearly $3 trillion social services and infrastructure package that Biden is seeking. U.S. adoption is key because so many multinational companies are headquartered there. But Civil 20, which represents some 560 organizations from more than 100 countries, in a networking marking recommendations to the G20 was less enthusiastic. The 15% rate is a little more than those rates we consider fiscal parities. This is unbelievable. This is really interesting that this is happening so fast. When we look at every single week, every single month, we have some really, really big news that's dropping. But somehow, no matter how bad the news comes, interest rates, they discuss the interest rates are going to be rising. What's going to happen? Somehow stock markets go up. Everything is booming. Crypto, everything across the board is booming. But when we look at what's happening in the global economy and all the uncertainty that's right in front of us, it's very hard for me to see the connection. It seems as though the stock market and crypto, a lot of things right now are artificially propped up. And in some ways for crypto is bringing a lot of attention because people are looking for they're looking for an option. They're looking for a third party that they can trust with their liquidity because they don't trust the dollar. They don't trust what this currency stands for. A lot of people are invested in crypto that otherwise would never be interested in crypto had not the last 18 months or 22 months have transpired, which has been great for crypto. Crypto has done extremely well, and I think it will continue to do well for a while. But all of this doesn't make any sense to me when we see what's happening here. Yeah, taxation. If we look at what's happening right now with taxes, the death tax in New York, if you pass on a property, the taxes are just absolutely insane. You might as well just sign the property over to the state. Same thing is happening in California. America is going to have some of the highest taxes in the world. And I think that a lot of people are going to be looking for alternatives. And regardless of whatever the corporate tax rate is going to be, these large multinational corporations, in my opinion, will have the infrastructure, the team, the accountants, and the attorneys to build out a plan for them to where they don't pay any more tax. And they simply just grow and expand on the old business models that are now fading away in America, which is the brick and mortar relationship businesses. They're all getting tested right now, and they're getting tested against data, AI, and robotics, which I believe will have a very, very big footprint on the overall economy in the next couple of years. Jesus is laughing at them. Smash the like button. Yeah, definitely smash that like button. Let's see here. Brandon, yep. 450K. This is going to be a very interesting situation. Let's see here. How do I keep that off there? This will kill small business. But you have to also look at it from the other perspective too. That for most people here, they are in a very interesting position because they understand what's happening. They understand where the economy is and where the real estate market's headed. And people are making very smart investments right now in accordance to what's happening so that when things do fall or things do go through troubled times, they're positioned well to where they can go out and seize assets. But it will be interesting to see how real estate and a lot of these other assets hold up against inflation and hold up against all of these new changes that are soon coming. If you volunteer, your body be donated. Let's see here. Yeah, it'll be interesting. But just a short update. Just wanted to give you guys kind of a quick rundown on this. This is really fascinating to me, looking at how all of this is changing. Like Bank of America, the Fed will raise rates 5 times by the end of 2023. MicroStrategy is really going after crypto and buying 9,000 more coins right now. People are getting out of the dollar, and I think that's probably a smart move, especially as we continue just printing and printing and printing all of this capital. Apple and Amazon struggle. I doubt that. Yeah, crazy stuff, guys. Crazy stuff. But just a quick update. I'll catch you guys on another stream.